Okay, so let's see if I can wrap things up here. I'm gonna dig in a bit on this flank. Rationalize a bit, move this one regiment over here. And where does this regiment belong? Could maybe sit back there, and then we've got most of a whole division that could actually come off the line and do something else. Potentially. Yeah. Sort out exactly how that's going to look later on. I probably don't have time really because the scenario is running out already. Mountain infantry has the smoke launcher. Smoke is what naval means, I think. But rocket launchers. I think naval was like a code name, like smoke launchers. These are for launching smoke, but in fact they were for launching rockets. And the motorized infantry HQ is mostly engineers, so we'll keep that back. What else have we not done? This I mean, that's a bunch of stuff that's not going to stand up if I leave it in the hex. What I can do is, well, I would like to push that HQ away, but also if I can swing recon battalion around like that, then the rest of this stays unsupplied. You see the black plus icon in the top right there shows that it's unsupplied now, and I want it to stay that way. Okay. What else is happening here? Just making sure all of my rocket launchers are in range. Haven't moved stuff over here. It would be great to turn this into a proper trap. To do that, I need to close up a bit and actually destroy all these units ultimately. And I think I would start that by compressing from this flank where I've got a few units. I'd need to add more in here, I think. For the time being, I need to sit still. I've got still a couple of turns where I can develop that a bit more, but not now. Let's send this odd infantry battalion up in that direction. Still got the whole of that regiment. It could hypothetically be recombined later, but not that likely. Okay, where do I need? I've got one more bomber unit I haven't assigned. I'm mostly attacking armor, to be honest. Go on there, yeah. Okay, let's see how we get on with all these attacks. What I am making this turn. Okay, go. Don't know what the guys are supposed to be yelling in the retreat sound effect. Always makes it sound something like they're saying Hercules. Oh no, Hercules! I don't know what relevance that's got. Yeah, so I gave that unit a bit of a going over, but all I've done is eliminate all the soft equipment and make it even harder to beat. There's still 47 tanks in there. No, more than that. 55 tanks because of the T60s as well. And that's not going to be easy to budge. That's more like it. There you go. That's better as well. Yeah, and it's starting to condense these pockets a bit. And I still have more time to do more. What I would really love happy to get an RBC there. The TOAW gods, as we say, are not favouring me today with my RBCs. So we're just going to have to keep hitting these hexes as best I can. I should be able to attack all 3 here, I reckon. Yeah, let's go for all 3 of these hexes and hope to destroy maybe destroy the pocket even this turn. I make that a limited attack. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have a situation where all of the units in a given hex advance and then I have a hole in my line that the PO then retreats a unit into. Yeah, it's the sort of thing that can happen if one is not careful. But this is starting to look like I'm getting somewhere. That ought to be enough artillery for that attack. So the rest I would like to focus here, if I can, on this nice yellow density light. Try this again. Oh, maybe, just maybe, that attack will come off. My dive bombers are all not unavailable for this particular moment. All right, more of the same down here. Actually, not. I can't. We'll carry on anyway. Hope that all that air power makes some sort of difference. Can I get a unit into that hex? No, it's a bit irritating. I feel mildly aggrieved by that. The rest of these Romanians can go up over here to this putative encirclement. I don't suppose I could do that and then that. Okay. But that takes away somewhat from this attack. I tell you what, you go in there, then that feels a bit better. And I'm going to put the Panzer Division HQ in there because, as I've said, it's mostly an engineer battalion. So that's fine. That will do for now. Okay, now we need to start pushing stuff through this expanded gap. Thinking about how much am I going to cut off here? Look at that. It's just cavalry regiments. Could probably cut off 2-3 hexes at the west end of this line. That puts Barvinenko into it. Barvinkovo. Sure, I've offended like 4,000 Ukrainians there. I saw Izium on some map of the current Ukrainian-Russian war, and I was like, oh hey, Izium, that's famous. Obviously, Kharkov is also very famous, but Izium Bulge is the name of this part of the front, or was the name of this part of the front at the time. That's why I mentioned it. Okay. Yes. So my options are either to swing sort of around here and cut through here, which is all very feasible. Go off in sort of into the wild frontier, or prize secure. I mean, that's only one division. Yeah. Okay. Let's do another little encirclement, or try and regroup some of that Panzer division for that purpose. At the same time, moving some of the motorized and motorized division 60th motorized. Is it around this corner? And the most mobile unit, of course, being my mountain division for some reason. I mean, all these units fully cooperate with one another, so it's not really that important if the units get mixed up. It's what you got to watch out for, right? So this support scope, army support of a formation, that tells me that the units that are fighting together will fully cooperate if they have the same background color. That's this light gray here. All of my units have that same background. Hang on, wait, no. Fully cooperate if they're exactly the same icon color. All of my German units have exactly the same icon color. The only units that don't are the Romanians. With army support, you get limited cooperation with units with the same background color but a different foreground color. So I have limited cooperation with the Romanians, of which there are like 5 units left, and full cooperation with all the German units. So it does not matter if my German units get mixed up together. The formations cease to be very important. They have some small significance, but it's not really useful to keep them together. So that's important to understand what your cooperation levels are. If you have one non-cooperative unit in a combat that is part of an attack or sitting in a defensive position in a hex, then it applies a penalty to the whole attack, and it's like 1/3 off if you are not cooperative, and 1/6 off if you are partially cooperative, and that's enough to be worth paying attention to, I guess. But in this case, this scenario, it's not a major factor because everyone is nice and cooperative. The Germans will get along like a house on fire because they've known each other for years by this point. Yes, keep on moving stuff around this flank. Yeah. That Panzer Regiment is there. Let's help with all this armor down here, and that brings that Panzer Division back into one place again. Okay, cool. Just gonna throw in some bombers into selected places. Gonna see if those bombers do any good there. Not confident. All right. And then, yeah, what I'll probably do with this loose infantry here is add it to the line here, and then that releases these infantry regiments, these good unblooded infantry regiments, to hit this cavalry regiment with some of these units behind it. And again, I create a nice little pocket. Right. Right. 1 hex down, 2 to go. Yeah, notice that rifle division didn't have anywhere to go because already 9 units in that stack, so it evaporated. What you'll find once I finish clearing up all these pockets is that there really will be relatively few Soviet units on the map. In some areas will just be wiped clean, but I won't have time to exploit it because the scenario is going to end in 4 turns. Hey, I got rid of that 1 tank brigade. I'm happy about that. And now there's an orange density light because all the units out of the other hexes have retreated into this one. And everyone dies. Everyone dies. That's what you get for being in the Red Army in the Second World War, particularly in 1942. Lots of lovely little evaporation notes, and there you go. Loads of losses. Now, if I look at my situation briefing, enemy loss penalties up to 54, which is a good deal better than it was at the beginning of the turn. If we look at where we need to be at 196 victory points for significant victory, we're currently on marginal victory. So we're 55 away from it. And with the VP hexes I'm going to take, that's enough to sort that out. Okay. But wait, there's more. Can I do more attacks this turn to further reduce the size of this pocket? Yes, is the answer to this question. But not necessarily in so much strength. So there's, yeah, I mean, doing them where I can, but it's not necessarily going to be beautiful, right? So let's see what we got. We can actually bring in a couple of artillery regiments there. And probably here, that one. They will support partially when they're on a tactical reserve or dug in, so that's better than nothing. Just going to let those units wither on the vine for now. Let's see, can I hit this tank regiment as well? It looks like I can. Okay, so that's all good. And I can tidy things up over here. So this force is going to need to immediately go over and deal with this 103rd Rifle Division. I can't really go back to the line. It does beg the question of whether I should be sparing something from over Kharkov way. Now the Lipsy pocket has been liquidated. I think that's a yes. If I can get maybe 294 infantry out of the line. It takes so long to get over the scenario will be over. What about 3rd Panzer? It would benefit from being back on the supply line because it's in such a bad state. Most of these units can't really do much because of because combat has taken so much of the turn. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, but third Panzer will go over here and help these sort of beleaguered infantry divisions over here. And the rest will carry on, and I'll try to break through here again with the 23rd Panzer and the fresh infantry on this flank. These are the positions I was in at the start of the scenario, if you remember. The whole rest of the Kharkov front has completely changed. Okay. A few more attacks. Have I got more air power that I should be committing anywhere? Maybe here and here. Yeah. Dig in a few odd units that can't move anymore. Okay. Let's go for that. Yeah, tough attacking those tank brigades without my own armor or dive bombers. So much is there's so much complexity in the combat resolution in TOAW that you really can't predict what the results of a combat can be. Oh yeah, and then everyone is in that one hex at Petropavlovka with a orange density light. That's what I like to see. And I don't get that at all. Okay, let's see what the PO does on its turn. That was good. That was the culmination of my two offensives. That one pocket, Pavlov or whatever it is reduced to one hex. Lipsy pocket's been eliminated, and now I have some operational freedom, enough forces that are sort of free after those attacks that I can do something interesting with them in the last few turns of the scenario. Yeah. Getting some retreats from combat. Yeah. Before combat, I should say. Yeah. So much for that single hex pocket. More of these pure bombardments that the PO likes to do. Oof. I mean, it's fine, I guess, because the PO is taking not so many losses. All these Soviet units here, like 3 yellow density lights and a red density light, and my flanks are wide open, right? No human player would just be sat there. They'd be trying to hit these units, which is probably not a great idea because some of them are really good defensive positions, or going around the flanks and totally destroying the whole force. But the PO just like sits there going do 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 and waits for me to recover. Oh no, an artillery bombardment. Oof. Thing is that in this scenario, the Panzer Division recon unit and the Panzerjäger unit are both quite small and prone to being RBC'd, especially when the Soviet PO has got a +2 bonus. Oof. As it does in this match. That's more like it, but you still didn't get anywhere. There you go. Now he's making a play for those flanks. Oof. That's why I said don't attack the fortified unit in the artillery behind it. Oh, okay. Maybe the PO heard me mocking it. Oof. And maybe I'm not going to pull units back there either. Okay. Not going to do too much more in this video. Let's see if I can just tidy up in a couple of places here. Or not, as the case may be. Yes. Love an RBC. I can probably get one here as well. Oh, okay, fair enough. No, you may not retreat back to your supply sources. What to do about that Panzer, that tank brigade? That's the question. Let's see if I can recombine this guy. No, I cannot. I really want to kill those 3 units there. I have a feeling that the game is about to withdraw the Romanian. It says 6th Romanian Corps begins to rout, which I think is these units here, and the game's probably about to withdraw them. So if I'm going to do this thing here, I have to do it sort of now. I'm going to go a bit crazy here. Put that unit in there like that. And that will allow me to make this attack now start to condense this trap a bit. See, I could bring in the Romanian artillery, but it would reduce my cooperation level to do so. If I show you that, if I select it, I get this grey flag and it says times 0.83, and it's actually not worth it. Hang on, if I... yeah, okay. Can I do anything about this Panzer Grenadier, this tank regiment here? Yes, is the answer. There you go. Now you're in a trap again. And I can try to destroy this unit as best I can this turn. And I should also be able to destroy the pocket at Petropavlovka. Going to put those 2 battalions in there. Okay, that's looking good for having that pocket destroyed this turn. Gonna move this guy up here. Just gonna hope that these guys can sort of hold on. I can throw 1 more regiment over that way, like so. Where's the artillery for this division? There. Pull it back. Yeah. And since I'm being attacked by tanks, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so this guy is now in place there. I'm gonna maybe wait a bit. Let's see if I can now cut off these 3 units here. Also take the Vazaya. Go, 186, getting there. I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about I was going to say something and I can't remember what it was. Oh, about these small units, because there's no kind of combat equipment in this stack. It's just rear area units. Okay, and I'm going to hit it like that, and it's going to die, and that's good for me. Okay. I can chase that guy off into the hills there. And that allows me to swing my Panzer Division up here. Can use the motorized division to keep that guy from getting back into supply. Yes, it'll be the mountain division and the Panzer division will go this way. The motorized infantry division will go up here. And between the 3 of them, they'll hold that flank as well. Why not? it's more a matter of it makes it easier to keep track of how much you've sent one way or the other. If you think in terms of what division, or where am I sending this or that division? Okay. Oh, then there's this mess up here where everyone is running away, and I have a fortified an entrenching in there. Okay, what I can do then is refuse this flank. So instead of defending that line, I'm now defending this sort of arc here. And I'm going to rely a bit on this strong position that I am previously been in. Okay. Oh, look, the Panzer Division I was going to move over is in reorganization. How convenient. I'm just going to have to hope for the best here, I think, while hammering that one density penalty hex. I mean, this is 3 divisions, right? So it's not too bad. And the PO is so far from his supply line that he's starting to really suffer there. Could I cut him off and destroy him this turn? Yeah, go on. Which, by the way, means I don't want to do that. Yeah, so this could go either way, but anyway, we'll find out later. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.